So good evening everybody, and welcome to the IBS Hypnosis Protocol. So tonight I'm going to be talking about children and IBS. This is a subject that has not been tapped into for quite some time, and a lot of the studies and knowledge that we have about it can actually be a little bit outdated. So let me enlighten you on what it is that I know and how the IBS Hypnosis Protocol can help some children out there as well. So children and IBS, it's a real thing. It's especially terrible in places of third world countries where nutrition is really bad. So it's an actual real thing. There's children that suffer from IBS, and many parents do not pick up on it because it's usually just an assumption of, oh, it's just something you ate. Or maybe you've got a small bout of gastro. I just have an anxious child. They're always putting it down to these excuses, and the child might have IBS on some level. Now, the IBS is not going to cause them any massive permanent damage or something like that, but it can be emotionally damaging when it comes to their socializing and stuff like that, especially if they are suffering from chronic gas of any sort. Maybe they need to defecate really instantly and they can't control it. What happens if you get that child to that state where they've gotten themselves so nerve-wracked about something that's going on in school, and then all of a sudden, it comes out the other end? The thing that with children and IBS, it's mostly predominant in younger females. So females around the age of 12, 13, 14 years old, they're starting to come into their girl bits sort of thing. They're starting to menstruate, they're getting their periods, and all of a sudden they've got these image issues that are going on. I've got too many pimples, I'm not smart enough, why doesn't that boy like me? They're going through all of these phases, and they're actually bringing on these attacks of IBS. So there's the studies that we do have are very predominant in young women, and it can be really horrible for them. They're coming into their sexuality, they don't know who they are, they're a little bit confused, and then all of a sudden, oh, I've got to go to the toilet, oh, I farted, how embarrassing. So it's a real thing. So what do we know? Okay, we do know that there's very limited information about children and gut-related issues. It's coming more and more into light these days. We're starting to become more gut-aware and about the second brain in the gut and how all diseases start in the stomach and things like that. So we are becoming more aware of gut-related issues. But we actually need more studies, and it's just like anything in this world. We need more studies into cancer, we need more studies into multiple sclerosis, we need more studies into absolutely everything. But at this stage we have very limited studies when it comes to children and IBS, but you'll be surprised what the studies have actually said. So even though the studies have been limited, they've been very positive with the ones that have been done. And I've chosen one particular study tonight to just explain to you about what they have found and how we've decided to step up and integrate with that finding. So let me take you through this study, okay? Now this study, I'm going to break it down for you. The title of this study is called, check it out, it's going to take a little while to read, Home-Based Hypnotherapy Self-Exercises versus Individual Hypnotherapy with a Therapist for Treatment of Pediatric Irritable Bowel Syndrome, Functional Abdominal Pain, or Functional Abdominal Pain Syndrome. And it was a randomized clinical trial. So they actually got a heap of children. They decided to give some of them a CD to listen to and some exercises to do, and then others actually had to go and see a therapist. So that's what the title of the study is. So the whole objective of the study is to find out, will these children that are suffering from these gut-related issues respond better working with a hypnotherapist, or will they get better relief by using a CD? So where is the difference? And not only did they test them like on an individual basis, like with the CDs, they also followed up 1 year later. So the main outcome was to find out what the treatment had provided immediately afterwards and 1 year following up. Now, when it came to the children that were in the CD group, they made the success rate at least 50%. So 50% of those children had to have a success rate of some level for it to be proven to be a success. The children that were working with the hypnotherapist, they had a 25% success rate for those people, and 25% of those children, if they were proven to be successful, then they'd prove it to be success. So what they did was that they tested these children out immediately after the hypnosis and then 1 year following. And in all honesty, working with the therapist was more successful. But at the same time, of course it's going to be. It's only got a 25% hit rate. What do you expect? But there was more to the conclusion than what they had ever expected. So, conclusion and relevance. The long-term effectiveness of the hypnosis that the children were listening to in the CDs was actually no difference to working with a therapist. They proved it to be just as effective. So when it came to children, it was easier to help them by them listening to a CD than what it was to get the parents to drag them into the treatment with the therapist. And the point is that it works. It didn't matter if the child was going to a hypnotherapist or whether they were listening to it at home. The point is that it works. It helped out these kids. It was a fantastic result. Absolutely phenomenal. So if you'd like to read more of the in-depth stuff about this study, then please go to PubMed. The code for it is 283-46581. Okay, so I've got the link up there. Now, if you love PubMed as much as what I do, all you need to type in is children and IBS, and that article will actually pop up. Read the ins and outs of it. They talk about how many children they got into the studies and what percentage of them got these great results. And it's absolutely a phenomenal study that was done. It was fantastic. And if you find any other articles that are on PubMed or Cochrane or whatever, and you think it's going to be of interest to the group, please post it. Let me know. Inbox it to me if you'd like. I'd really love to read it because I'm always looking for more evidence to support our wonderful industry and how we can help more and more people, including kids. It's as simple as that. They need help just as much as what the adults do. Actually, I think the adults need more help than what the kids do, honestly. So what have we done about it? Well, we have actually created a recording that's in the Pipeworks at the moment for children with IBS, and it's going to be released very soon. And we will be giving out that script at our events and to all of our previous participants so that they can start helping children as well. It's amazing how simple it was when I actually put it out there and gave it to a few mums and said, hey, can you get your child to listen to this for me and just let me know how they're going, sort of thing. We've been testing this out ourselves for quite some time now, and it's been phenomenal. So we'll be releasing that very, very soon. So it's just wonderful to know that an audio played in a room with a child that's about to go to sleep or is relaxing, or even if they're just playing with their toys, it can actually amplify the subconscious and help them solve this problem. Kids are in this wonderful natural state all the time, and it's so easy to get the subliminal message to work for them. It's fantastic. So as you can see from our page, we're now recognised by the Australian Hypnosis Association. We're very honoured with that. And in 2019, these are the locations that we will be visiting. So we will be visiting Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney, Perth and New Zealand. So we've decided to go all the way to New Zealand, and it's going to be fantastic. You can get 10 CPD points for attending our live event. So if you're part of the AHA and you need some CPD points, then come along. So dates are yet to be advised. We will be looking into the dates and booking system. The very first location every year is Melbourne. If you're interested, simply email me, trish@trishpalmer.com, and I can add you to the email list, or shoot me an inbox on Facebook. I don't mind either way. But if you're interested, let me know. We can open up a payment plan for you. The sooner the better. It's going to be cheaper and easier for you for when we actually release the live event. Okay? However, if you'd like to study it online, so if you're one of our overseas clients that can't make it to New Zealand or something like that, then we actually have the IBS Hypnosis Protocol Online. Understand that the IBS Protocol Online is not covered by CPD points, but I'm working on it, okay? So bear with me. I'm working on it. Okay. Now, if you'd like to try the free part of the course, you by all means can look at that. I will throw a link in the comments so you can have a squiz at the free part and see how you go. We got some feedback about it the other day, and a lady was absolutely stoked with it. It was tickled pink. It really made my day, and we can give you a certificate and absolutely everything for that. So join me next time. I'm going to give you a glimpse at Module 2, and I'm going to be talking about food and IBS. But otherwise than that, have an awesome night, everybody. Bye-bye. Make sure you check out that study. See ya.